When you think water slides, you probably think Hurricane Harbor or Hawaiian Falls, not the luxury house of a North Texas dentist under investigation for fraud. This private water park belongs to Texas' most famous dentist, Dr. Richard Malouf. And tonight, our ongoing News 8 investigation reveals his estate continues to grow, as does his billing probe. Here's Byron Harris.
The three-story water park is nearing completion, even though its owner, Richard Malouf, is being sued for fraud by the Attorney General. All Smiles Dental Centers, the company he founded and still owns part of, declared bankruptcy earlier this year. But that's only part of the financial background behind Richard Malouf. News 8 investigates. Forget Disneyland. This is Dental-land, built by a dentist who made a fortune from the Medicaid dental program in one of Dallas's poshest neighborhoods. With water slides and a lazy river, it'll use 6.5 million gallons of water, so much it has its own well. It peeks through the trees into neighbors' yards. The latest edifice in the empire of Medicaid dentist Dr. Richard Malouf. That's him in the Bentley, emerging from behind his iron gates. When he spots us taking his picture, he calls Dallas police. Within seconds, the police arrive, telling us we're just fine where we are.
Oh, they're spraying water at us.
Then his gardener starts trying to spray us with a hose from across the street.
Talk about wasting water.
Despite his fortress of assets, Malouf won't talk to us. Since last year, he's doubled the size of his French chateau on Straight Lane. The new one, according to records filed with the city, has a bowling alley and a gymnasium. He has $1 million worth of property at the ranch near Possum Kingdom Lake, a second home larger than most people's first home, and 3 lots worth $350,000, property records show. But despite Malouf's roster of physical possessions, News 8 has learned he has a history of being sued for not paying his bills. In Atlanta, a court order says All Smiles Dental Centers owes an investment banker more than $3.2 million from when Malouf was CEO. In Dallas, records show he had a federal tax lien of more than $225,000 against him in 2006, which he ultimately paid. And in Dallas County, records show construction firms have filed 6 outstanding liens against his chateau for more than $112,000 over the past 3 years. Several entities have their eyes on Malouf. First, bankruptcy court. Malouf still owns part of All Smiles Dental Centers, which declared bankruptcy earlier this year. Second, the Texas Attorney General is suing Malouf for Medicaid fraud.
The flagrancy of the fraud that I have found.
A whistleblower says 90% of the claims All Smiles filed under the Medicaid orthodontic program were fraudulent. Malouf denies the charges. But All Smiles billed the state more than $5.5 million for composite fillings in kids' teeth under Medicaid last year. And Malouf's neighbors are watching him. Does the water park necessarily enhance the value of the property?
This water park?
Yeah.
Absolutely not. The neighbors are very distressed because they don't want to look at Wet and Wild. Even though you've got these 2- and 3-acre properties, you can still see this thing.
The workers we've talked to say they're still getting paid. Malouf is managing this construction himself. Still, as the bankruptcy and fraud cases work their way through the courts, the doors may not have closed on the stage of Dental World. Byron Harris, Channel 8 News.